Shame is a feeling. It's the feeling of being less. And the feeling of shame itself is not a problem. Shame is the feeling that tells you that you're not God. And believe me, it's important for you to know you're not God. There are many times in life when you need to know your limits and you need to know that there are things you can't do, you shouldn't do, and that are beyond you. So the feeling of shame itself is not the problem. The problem comes when you feel the feeling of shame over and over again and you become shame-prone. Now, shame-prone people not only have the feeling of shame, but they have the belief now that they are not worthy of love. Now, this is important. You can't earn love. It's not something you can earn. You can earn acceptance, you can earn respect, but you can't earn love. Love is something that you are worthy of, and you are worthy of love because you're created in the image of God. You can't earn it, but you're worthy of it. Shame is believing the lie that you're not worthy of love. You're defective and you're disqualified from love and life. Shame is a toxic emotion that, when it becomes shame-prone, attached to the belief that you're not worthy of love, can be very debilitating in your life. So how do we heal this shame-proneness in our life? It comes through an experience. I can't just tell you, look, you've got a problem with being shame-prone and you need to stop it. You need to knock it off. It doesn't work that way. Because shame-proneness is based on this belief that you're not worthy of love that's outside of your awareness. So it's not rational, and the rational brain cannot heal shame-proneness. So what does heal it? An experience. A powerful experience of feeling lovable that overpowers the belief that you're not. And what is that experience? Well, Professor Lewis Smedes calls it grace. He says that grace is the only thing that can heal shame, and I think he's right. You need your mind not just to think new thoughts, but to be transformed. You need to have a powerful experience of grace that overwhelms you in a way that invalidates this unconscious belief that you're not worthy of love. And once you have that experience of grace, which we call in psychological terms acceptance, it heals that belief that you're not worthy of love. And what are those things that get you to that experience of grace? What is it that needs to happen in order for you to experience the kind of acceptance that renews your mind? There are three things. It takes the courage to admit that you've got these feelings of shame that keep coming up over and over and over again, and this belief that you're unworthy, so courage. It takes vulnerability to be able to confess that to God and to other people, and then it requires the experience of acceptance once you do. Now, if you experience the grace of God, it goes a long way in healing any shame you've got in your life. But you have to continue to live in relationships of acceptance, or that feeling of shame-proneness will come back. I'm sure you know people like this, who they've had a powerful spiritual experience and they seem to have been transformed, but the renewing of their mind didn't keep on going. In other words, they didn't keep living in grace-filled relationships with other people. So to heal the shame-proneness in your life, you need to have the courage to admit that you feel shame, the vulnerability to confess it to God and others, and then to live in relationships of acceptance from now on. And then you'll know what it feels like to overcome shame in your life.